Nazdar lišáci, jdeme Hogwarts Legacy. Zase nemáme jizvičku, Bobeš. A to je jedno dneska. Málo času. Tak, jedeme bomby. Občas tady budu prskat. Prchlat, prskat. Už mi jde nastavení. Jo, já už vím, ono mi to tady nejde. No tak vám tady budu trošku prskat, no. Jsem nemocnej, mám rýmu a nejdou mi vypínat zvuky. Maximálně takhle, no. Snažím se, je to dřina. No, musím to prostě vždycky takhle blbě vypnout, aby jsem se mohl vysmrkat. Bohužel to bude častějc, ale tak 2 hodinky to vydržíme, pak musím do práce. To se ostudá, než není zvanu. To jo, ale já nevím, čím volám koště. A ještě jsme měli problém se savem. Masakr. No a to by mělo být, ne? Všechno. Děčko? Ne, tak nevím.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Počkej, kam jdeme? Já si to potřebuju dát sledovat.
Over here.
To je ten, co nám pomohl.
Sebastian, it's been a while. It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you. First, let me thank you for what you did in the library. Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things. Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something. Did you find what you were looking for? I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it. Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
Vstup do tajné místnosti.
There's a secret passage just here. It's well disguised.
Máme sem dát kapuci?
How did you find this place? My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister. Revelio. Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I'd safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught. I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle. He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
Oh, nás naučí výbušný kouzlo.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to act?
Tak, a tady máme fajtovací kouzla. Počkej.
Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio. Confringo! Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it!
Oh,
I think I've got it.
to se mi začíná líbit.
Confringo! Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
Čau, Nixi.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key?
Debil. Proč to
To
říká?
Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
Proč mu to říká všechno?
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages. That's about it.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
Takže o tomhle místě nemáme nikomu říkat.
When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Accio! Confringo!
Je zajímavý, že tuhle kletbu, nebo že už tomu neříkají kouzla, ale kletby. Tomuhle.
Reparo!
To nefunguje. Jdem pryč.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
Už já straný nějaký.
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Confringo!
Tak. Já se omlouvám prostě. No. Máme se setkat s profesorkou Weasleyovou. Dobré, není problém. Já ten výbušný, já bych si ho nabindoval trošku někam jinam. Tam si ho dám, abych tady potřeboval ještě jeden. Počkej. Wingardium Leviosa už máme. To je Leviosa jenom. Ježišmarja. OK, no, tak to necháme asi takhle.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Zajímavý kabinet.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done.
To jsi neudělal.
Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might
Lumos.
stumble upon this room
Revelio.
entirely by accident.
Lumos.
If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room.
Revelio.
While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
Ale schválně.
This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Evanesco.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Ale schválně.
Confringo.
Nezajímá, kde jsem se to naučila. Dobře. Když jí to nezajímá, tak počkej. Zase jiný kouzlo a zase ho dáme jinam. Takže... Teď už tohle uděláme takhle.
Confringo.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
Revelio.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Zmizením předmětu a vrátí měsíční kámen, je seslán v komnatě nejvyšší potřeby. OK.
Revelio.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear, can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
A my za to dostáváme jako
Revelio.
měsíční kameny, jo.
Accio. Revelio.
Nic.
Revelio.
Ať jsem to tady prozkoumal už. Bombardo. Vole. Kde se to mám dostat?
Lumos.
Tudy.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop that! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Lumos. Reparo. Lumos. Revelio.
Ježišmarja, tady toho je.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio. What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Platonka?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
I hope that house elf can find us in here. Accio. Revelio. Confringo.
Dobré, no. A jako, co tady mám dělat? To určitě.
Accio. Levioso.
Aha, já už vím.
Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
A tady je ten skřítek.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
To bych radši nedělal. Představit si místnost, jakou potřebuješ? Bylo to větší? Bylo to větší, ne?
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Až budu mít hotový první tile, protože to jinak může blbnout. Aha, já myslím, že už to bude mít dohraný za chvíli. Dělám srandu. Ale už nám blbl safe.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Jasně, a teď se nám tady dali ty věci, ne, které jsme nemohli najít, nebo nevěděli jsme, co jsou zač. Tohle zamklý od 18. úrovně. Bude mít tohle? Hm? Klobůk. To máme nejlepší, ne? O? Halu. Počkej, habit máme, jo. Lepší a hadry. Jdeme TIT. To by šlo. Už tady máme i čudlik jeden. Když nevím, jak se tam vkládají zatím.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Jo, tady si uděláme ty stoly. Myslím, ne?
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Takže tohle je něco jak moje bejska, ne? Oj, tak to ještě odemklí nemáme. Dekorace. Lektory, what? Gotická, to jsou jako různý barvy, jo? Je to vypadá dobře. Počkej, já můžu změnit barvu. Tak. Hotovo. Bylinkářský, a to jsou barvičky různý. To je větší, větší, chápu.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Počkej, ale ten stůl s popis...
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
Takže tady máme oba, takže sem si dáme rovnou pěstování. Super, nějakou kravinu. Tady můžeme dělat lektovary. Tak. Teď. Tady to jsme udělali, tady to. Nástěnný závěsy. Jo, takhle. Nejlepší pocit, když přijdeš ze školy a zapnu stream, tak to díky, Strajku, díky. To je dobře, že tě to baví, ale já jsem strašně nemocný, ono to je možná slyšet, jo, takže já fakt jako streamu, víš co. Že to. Jako mám co dělat. Můžeme měnit i velikost? Fakt že jo? Hovno. Počkej, to bude zrcadlo, jak si vidí. Proč nemůžu sem? Na rovný povrch. Jo, takhle. Pustý. Ale zrcadlo nechci, to nám zatím bude brát věci, jako prostor. Koberce. Pojď, temnej. Aha. To je hrozný. Počkej. Můžeme jim změnit barvu, všechno hra na ty koberce, ne, hele, tak počkej, dáme nějaký malinký. To je zajímavé, jednou to tam jde, pak to tam nejde. Koberce máme, nábytek nemáme, dekorace. No, proč to tam nejde? Vzadu taky ne. Ok, tak to lupneme sem. Obrazy. Ty. Hrací komplet. To vypadá dobře, ne? Stoly. Jo, jasně, to jsou jako čarovný stoly. Počkej, tady je tenhle na fanfrpál, to chci vidět. Je tady tam? Jo, oni ho tam fakt hrajou. Počkej. To proč, tak já to zruším. A, takhle. Mám to. No ne, tak to tam dávat nebudem zatím. Do sochy nemáme, to taky nemáme. Dobrý, stačí. A můžu mít těch stolů víc? Tady to je strašná bída, jak to jde pomalu. Ale mám za to zase víno zpět, dobrý. A tady ty fialový teda můžeme dělat. Tím pádem... Počkej. Ty houby potřebujeme ještě. Houby potřebujeme pěstovat. Jo, a mě bouchne hlava. To je tady to teda. Hlášení profesoru Figovi. Budeme dělat ty vedlejší úkoly? Chcete vedlejší úkoly? Budeme dělat? Očají. Asi slyšet. A tak abych ji doplnil, já nevěděl, že jako mohu chvátat, že mám tady hned jako další. Mám něco ukážu. Ne, jo. Budeme dělat i vedlejší úkoly teda, nebo ne? Já nevím. Na kolik by to bylo hodin? Dal bych klidně jeden. Já musel jako všechny, víš?
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the room of requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Počkej, máme nazbírat měsíční kameny. Tak mám dost, ne? Ten dík je docela dobrý. S čím je dobrý? Já s ním nemůžu ani mluvit. Vidím, že žere nějaký bonbony jenom.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking.
To já vím.
Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Co říkala? Co mám dělat na podlaze? Nástěnní dekorace. Ježíš Maria. Taneci. No, mám jenom zrcadla, ty vole, no tak pojď, dáme malinký zrcadílko. No, aby byla profesorka happy. No a obrazy, co to je? Prázdný čtvercový rámeček. Tak.
Good work. Shall we move on?
Tak, třeba. A dobře, ne? Takže se nehybou. Pojď mi dělat hlavní úkol. Dobrý, to mi stačí takhle, to mi stačí. Jeďou, kámo. Tak má opět ty rudý nohy, ne? Chudák jak chodí boss. Červen bodky, ne?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
Kouzlo změna? What? Potřebuju...
Just aim your wand at any
Bohužel budeme tak
and perform
5 hodin končit, jo, a musím potom do práce, lišáci, takže... Takže tak.
Customize it.
Vrať tam ten stůl! Změnit styl, změnit barvu předmětu.
Oh dear, Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near.
Velikost předmětu.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
My si můžeme změnit úplně celou stěnu. Počkej, nechci, proč tady už mám jako dekorace? Já si chci udělat podle sebe, no? OK. Ne, to byla blbě. Mím balkon nebo podlahu v místnosti. Na to mám, počkej. Já budu všude tady měnit takhle.
Oh dear, Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near.
To vypadá dobře. A mně se líbí ten základ, víš co? Proč to mám měnit? To můžu změnit celý Bradavice?
Would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Hotovo, no. Necháme to tak. Super, ale tady to je na hovno, že to je bílý. Moc červený.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Temná a tajemná? What? Přírodního, zemitého, chladná měsíční atmosféra.
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Sounds perfect.
On to zase celý změní, ne?
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Ty vole, to je tuning. Ty vole, kolik tady toho můžu dělat?
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
V tom případě nechápu, proč má svoji kolej, proč každý student nemá takovouhle čarodějnickou místnost a každý prostě svůj flex. V tom případě to nechápu.
Confringo.
Oh dear. Deke thinks perhaps you was near.
Takový druid. Kouzelňáka. To vypadá dobře.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room.
Of course. What sort of...
Je tady to?
I would like the room...
Jo, on mění den. Aha, já myslel jako, že změní to.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
Já myslel, že změní
I'd like to ask
všechny
you
ty
about
místnosti.
Of course.
A co máš, den a noc, vole, no tak.
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Sounds perfect.
Jaký zombie filtr? Ne, já chci den.
I'd like to ask...
Of course.
Perfekt, vole. Rozvíjí. No. To se ukáže, jako kdykoliv budu potřebovat, nebo jak to funguje? Poběž chci, abych byl zdravý. Tolik citrunku. A to je... Na ta nejvyšší potřeby, ale já ji mám najít. Až budu chtít někde v budoucnu. Učebna zaklínadel, jo. Musíme si to pamatovat.
Revelio.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say the...
Yes. And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Tak už na něj mluví prostě jak frér, ne? Tu knihu chci, vole, jdeme tam.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time.
Asi se mi neodemkl, jsi říkal hlavní úkol. Tohle je hlavní úkol teďko. Takže asi se to ještě neodemklo strajku.
This looks promising.
Doufám, že jsou zvuky dobře slyšet. Hra i já. Můžu něco ztlumit, přidat, klidně napište.
the map, there's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Jo, to je jeho žena, ne? Mikrofon víc? Není problém. Já jak jsem nemocnej, tak mělo by to být lepší. Ale pak zase zařvu a bude to moc. No i když. Takhle by to mohlo být. Klidně mi to potom píš třeba v jiný stream a takhle, abych věděl zvuky, víš co. Díky. Lego Harry Potter nehrál, ale hrál, jediný co jsem hrál Lego byl Avengers. Ale Lego ne, Harry
Hello,
Potter.
Professor Rackham.
Ale můžeme někdy.
We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this
Lepší,
is my
paráda.
mentor, Professor Fig.
I hru můžu
How
vstupit
do you
trošku,
do,
jestli to.
Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Ty vole, co udělal u těch Gringottových? No právě má být nový Harry Potter. Fakt? Tak můžem. A nevíš, kdy to má být? Já bych chtěl dojet jako Harry Pottera sérii normální. Pak bychom mohli dát to Lego třeba. Třeba.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Takže budeme dělat zkoušky.
Shall we have a look?
On nám je pomůže najít, ale my je musíme dokončit sami.
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
Nikomu neříkej, kam jdeš. Fajn. Čumíš, co jsi se naučil, co? Čumíš, čumíš. Setkej se ve věži. Jo, to je daleko. A počkej, my bychom měli mít to koště, ne? Přes Streamlabs. Streamlabs OBSko.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Máš koště. Teď jsem chtěl něco říct, ale Harlinka by mě zbyla. Chápeš. Ale já nevím, jak ho mám spavnout, víš, to koště. Mám to na kompu, nevíš, jak ho spavnu? Nastavení, ovládání. Ja? Tap. Aha. Tak ho asi nemám, ty vole. Ale naučili jsme se lítat. Strike napsal, ne? Já jsem říkal, že by tam musíme docestovat, ne? Ale říkám, že nemám koště. A Strike píše, že mám koště. Jsem chtěl říct, jo, v kuchyni. Chápej, Bobeč. Ale to je sranda, jo? Nemáš ho koupený, tak jdeme do prasinek. Koupíme si koště. Nadio, ona říkala něco, když jsme streamovali, že ho můžeme upgradenout. Co to je? Zvířecí potřeby. To ještě mounta nemáme. Tady někde to bylo, ne? Naproti hůlkám. Jo, tady je ta zlatonka. Čau, Bumeš. Nebij mě, bude to vidět na streamu.
Nebude.
Říkám, že si dělám srandu. Kdyby jsem se neukázal na sebe disku, tak mě zbyla, zabila.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Jo, no. Dobře. To koukáš koště. Nech mě žít. Ne, nejdu na záchod.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spit Witches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Ty máš dost nahráno, co? Že víš, jako kdy to je všechno. Teď jsem mám koupit nový koště, ale moje starý koště zametá dobře.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What are we looking for today?
Chci hned Nimbus 2000, vole. Hned.
Nice doing business with you.
Ono všechno stojí stejně. Já si koleduju. A tak já jsem jako, víš co? Ta lampa na tom koštěti. To vypadá dobře. Tohle beru, to má červený tuningový ty liney. Tam se bude dobře řadit, tam bude dusík.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancement.
Jo, chci vylepšení.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Beru.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out.
Na fanfurpálový hřiště.
Be sure to let me know.
Revelio. I can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm. Levioso. Protego. Revelio.
To tady je psaní někde. Nemůžeš použít v prasinkách, aha. Hardlinku nemůžeme použít v prasinkách. Už jsem zase zapomněl, jak si dělat to turbo, ty vole. Teď tam dvojku.
Hey you, Gryffindor.
Jdem.
Imelda Reyes? Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Gryffindor.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
To je strašná čupka.
Success.
Oj, 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 oj. Ono se to vádá strašně na hovno.
Excellent.
Penalizace, děláš si kozy? Ježíšmarja, budu muset zapnout ovladač. To je hrozný na té klávesnici.
Did it.
To je hrozný. To je fakt hrozný.
Excellent.
Vidíš to na 10 minut? Dobrý únik. Ale už mě bolí ruce. To je fakt na prd na ten ovladač. Teda na ovladač, na klávesnici. Kurde, kopni tam dvojku.
Excellent. This is rather fun. This is rather fun.
Dali jsme to?
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Ježíšmarja, to bylo na prd. Víc nechci. Ty jsi to hrál taky na kompu, strajku? Viděl jsi ty úkolové challenge? Jako na mapě? Nebo kde? Neviděl, ale koukne. Tady jsou ty výzvy, Merlinový. Nastavení. Výzvy? Mapa. Vedle talentu. Kouknu na to. Obleky, jo, to jsou ty výzvy, no, vím. Já už chci mounta.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Ray's must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh?
Drifted. Drifted.
Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon.
A na co mi mount, když mám koště?
How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed.
Mount je od základu určený k tomu, že rychle se přesouváš z místa na místo, ne? Když mám koště, tak je mount zbytečný, ne? Neho jen tak. Dobré. Dva druhy zvířat. Já vím, jedno je kůň a druhý griffin, ne?
Revelio.
Tady nějaký bedny.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Jo, mi to ukáže takhle na koštětí, masakr.
Revelio.
Fajá. To je dobrý. Když nevím, proč valíme furt večer. Uj! My tam máme nějaký special mounty, že máme tu velkou edici.
We're not alone. We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Ježišmarja, mám mít inkognito. Já neumím hrát stealth hry. No, já vím.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis. Well done.
Jo, on takhle zmizne, aha.
Revelio.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Pum, pum, pum.
Petrificus Totalis. Ramrock said so.
Já chci ale vyzkoušet to bombardo, vole. To je blbec. To jsem nechtěl.
Revelio.
Ty vole, to jsou kouzla. Če uvidíš? Dobré, dobré. A nemají problém, když používám ty zakázaný kouzla. Tak je to dobrý.
Revelio. Levioso.
A co jako, já se mám dostat jako nějak dovnitř? A vemu koště, ne? Musíme najít něco, proč tady skřeti jsou. Musíme dovnitř, ne? Nějak.
Revelio.
Nějaký nápady, jediný co tak tady vidím na minimapě je jeskyní, ale nevím jestli tudy.
Revelio.
No ty houby, ty potřebujeme.
Revelio. Confringo.
To úplně blbě, co?
Revelio.
Jo.
Revelio.
No tak co tu mám dělat? Já jsem je sejmul ty skřety. To je všechno, ne? Že by mi pomohl ty vole, ten profesor. Ne, jenom běhá za mnou jako ocásek.
Revelio.
A, tak tady.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Spells won't save you there.
Potato!
You can't stop us.
Confringo! Pity! Not quite.
Arrogant! I've been fighting since before you were...
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
You won't get it. That was unimpressive.
Confringo!
Tady ty ohnivý se mi líbí.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow.
Hoši, to mi je úplně jedno, že je valem
Looks
zakázaný.
like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
Ta hulka rozpálená. Jo, ty to otevřít umíš, a já ne.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio.
Ty nahoře mám bednu, nech mě bejt.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never
Revelio.
seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
Pamatuj si, co vidíš.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber.
Find him.
A
Zámek.
reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry. Revelio.
Najdi vchod do první zkoušky. Aha, dobrý.
Lumos. Revelio.
Tady bedny nejsou, ne?
Lumos. I've seen this before. in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio.
Dokončí zkoušku Percivala. Okay.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Pustý. Bedníš? Divný předmět, ty jako nepoznáš, že to jsou rukavky nebo něco? Pustý.
Revelio.
Kde to zase najdem potom? Jo, vlastně jo, v té naší bejsce, co? Měníme vlastně ten náhodný předmět na prostě předmět, co poznáme. Nevím, jak to popsat.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Tohle je zkouška, proč tím běhat rovně?
Expelliarmus, incendio. Revelio. Levioso.
Aha, co budeme dělat s těma vajcama?
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy! Levioso! Stupefy! Incendio! Protego! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
To musím naučit všechno pořádně.
Revelio. What have the keepers planned for me?
Běž. Aha, já myslel, že se to borčí. Aha. Já myslel, že to je cesta dál, a ono nic.
These look familiar.
Accio!
Revelio.
Accio! Accio!
Revelio.
Protože tady někde byla bedna.
Accio!
Hádám, že tady na to červený jako spadnout nesmíme.
More statues.
Ne, špatný kouzla. Ježišmarja. Zabil si svýho, ty vole.
Easy on me. Revelio. Accio.
Oho. Počkej, ty jsi blbec.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Dobrý, to neudělalo nic teda. Teď už jo. Takže, už vím. Šum na to.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. I'll never get used to these floors.
Další fight.
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso.
Ty vole, jsem byl dost daleko.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Incendio.
Toho velkého potřebuji sejmout. Jasně, vem jinýho, úplně jinýho. Proč ne?
Confringo. Stupefy. Confringo. Incendio. Stupefy.
Teď už mi začíná být magíč. Ale furt si je pletu ty kouzla, musím na ně koukat, co mám mačkat. Dobře.
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
Ahák. To je jedno, co jsem mohl použít ten první, ne? To mi dej. 2 lékárny, tak to bude zajímavý teď. Ty vole, jak já si mám všechny hlídat, ty vole. Se to blíží. No říkám, to bude nějaký boss fight, no. Kouli během nabíjení. Tu kouli jsem pochopil a čím ji mohu zničit? Čím mám zničit tu kouli? Ta cesta skončila. Dobrý, jo, to bylo rychlý. Musíš se vyhnout. No jasně, to chápu, ale... tu kouli ne, on říkal, že máme nějak sejmout tu kouli. Já jiný fajtovací kouzla nemám. To jsem nechtěl.
Incendio. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Levioso. Stupefy. Levioso. Stupefy. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Tak pojď. Vidíš pravou dole lesničku kvůli během nabíjení. Já vím, že nemusím, ale...
Expelliarmus. Leviosa.
Leviosa, to zničíme. Kámo, ty dostaneš, já už vím jak na tebe. Joha, na tuhle musím fialovou. Jasně, ale fialový magic nemám.
Incendio.
Končíš. Ještě ne, jo? A ještě se mě ani dodot. Teď se mě ani nedot.
What a relief.
Hele, v nabídce výzev máme odměnu. Jak to tryhardil. To víš, jsem ani nemluvil.
Another pensive.
Myšlánka další, jo? Super. Horší hadry, ale to nevadí, prodáme je. Jo, on to učí tu holčičku, ne? Z té vesnice.
ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
A hlavně, že Hermiona zničila vzpomínky na své rodiče a to bylo v pohodě. Ve filmu. Nebo jim vymazala ze vzpomínek, ne?
Every year a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you had accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
Dá se to stopnout?
I was actually hoping that
Ty
you
vole,
guys
nedá.
might join me at my home this evening.
Potřebuji na záchod, tak mi napište, jestli tam bylo něco zajímavého.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Tak to bych vydržel, a myslel, že to bude díl. Tam nebylo. Já myslel, že to bude díl, další, to bych vydržel. Vrať se do komnaty s mapami.
That must be the way back to the map chamber.
Nebudu muset za chvilku končit. Ale zítra to zapneme dřív. To je hustý. Další je tady. Určitě.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You'll need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
my studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
No než odejdu, tak co?
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Oh. Za jakou jsi hrál kolej ty, Strajku? Za všechny, ne? Budeme mít mounta, já chci mounta už. A je tu podzim, ano. Něco se stalo v podzimu? Všichni mají stejný písmo, zajímavý.
I should ask Sirona at the Three Broomsticks.
Hlavní.
The goblin she was talking to.
Já chci mapu. Tak. Alahomora, nice. Konečně. Časně se nauky o kouzelných tvorech, že oni po nás budou zase něco chtít, jo. Budeme dělat i ty vedlejší úkoly, nebo ne? Ano, ano, jakože budeme dělat vedlejší? Všechny? Dobré. Wingardium Leviosa. Galakius. Repulso. Těch vedlejších máš taky spely, myslím. Ne, tady to vždycky... Dělej i ty vedlejší, je to na tobě, dobře. Ale tady je vždycky, vidíš, tady máš vzhled a prachy, tady máš vzhled. Ale jo, budeme dělat teda. Budeme dělat taky, ať to projdeme krásně všechno. Nic lišáci, ale já musím dneska skončit, bohužel. Jdem mu prášky a jdu do práce. Takže se podíváme na to zítra. Buď dáme 7 daysko, anebo dáme... nebo dáme tady to, Hogwarts Legacy. Ale asi 7 daysku, aby jsme mohli Hogwarts Legacy o víkendu. Dáme jako delší stream o víkendu. Díky, že jste tu byli, díky za rady strajku, byste byl v prdeli a nezapomeňte Discord, komenty, lajky, odběry. Pomáhá to YouTubeku, algoritmu a pak se dostaneme do širšího spektra YouTubeka. Tak díky moc a zatím čus, já jdu makat. Běžte pařit.